Hey everyone, Omogonix here and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Halo Infinite and what is to be shown of it at E3 this year. This includes a release date, gameplay, story stuff, multiplayer beta news even, etc. So how about we just get right into it right now. So this year will be the final year we will be seeing Halo Infinite at E3 being promoted before its release. Now we could be seeing it again next year for like some multiplayer news and stuff. You know how it is with like updates for games and stuff. Whenever there's a big update coming out, they always have it shown off at E3. So when Halo Infinite's released by the end of this year and maybe by next year in June, if there's some sort of big multiplayer update, we will be seeing Halo Infinite again maybe. But as of what we know of now this year, this will be the final year we will be seeing Halo Infinite when it comes to its promotion of the game before its release. So yeah. So since we haven't really seen much of Halo Infinite at E3 the past few years, this year I do think there will be quite a lot shown. So in 2018 there was just a Slip Space Engine preview thing that was shown, basically saying like, hey look, so this is the new engine that Halo Infinite is made in. And then in 2019 we got a small story trailer. It was still pretty mysterious, but it was at least something to go off of. And also I'm pretty sure that is the opening scene of the game as well, so that's an interesting fact I think. And yeah, so let's talk about this year now. First, let's talk about release dates. Now, a release date for Halo Infinite will be given this year. It just has to be given since, like I said, it's the final year. The game's going to be promoted before it's released, so they're going to want to show an exact release date. So the only sort of release date we've got right now to go off of is that it will be released towards the end of this year. Now, when do I think exactly towards the end of this year it will be released? Well, I'm thinking November. Now, why do I think November? Well, November is such a likely time since that is when the Xboxes usually do tend to release, and Halo games also. They usually always release around November. I don't know what it is, but it just seems that November is a very popular time for Halo games and Xboxes to release. So if there's anything to go off of from Xbox's previous track record, then yeah, Halo Infinite seems very likely to release around maybe mid to late November, and hopefully if I am right on that one, you guys can be sure to tell me down in the comments below once E3 does happen, since yeah, I'd like to be right about that. So now let's talk about gameplay. Now when it comes to gameplay of Halo Infinite, I do 100% think there will be some shown this year. I mean, there just has to be. I mean, we've gone 2 years so far without Halo Infinite gameplay, and I remember last year I was even saying like, oh, 95% sure there will be gameplay or something. I forget what I was saying, but I was pretty sure there was going to be gameplay, I think. And so I was pretty hyped up, and then when there was no gameplay last year, you know, it didn't bother me at all. In fact, it kind of just crossed over my mind. I kind of forgot how I was saying there was going to be gameplay in the first place. In fact, I do think I made a video last year before E3 talking about how there's going to 100% be gameplay shown. I think I remember the video now. I'll show it if I can find it. But yeah, so this here's the video I was talking about, and basically before Halo Infinite was shown off last year again, like it was in 2018. I remember I was talking about gameplay and stuff, and yeah, there was no gameplay, and it kind of just crossed over my mind, and yeah, I forgot about it. But yeah, so when it comes to this year though, definitely, I do think there will be gameplay. It is just it's so likely. The chances of there being gameplay shown are just like skyrocketing through the roof as I speak. And I mean that too, because we've gone 2 years without gameplay, and Halo Infinite will be releasing this year. So gameplay is definitely a thing that will be shown. And how much gameplay do I think will be shown? Well, I think about maybe 3 minutes minimum to about 6 minutes maximum. So about 3 to 6 minutes maybe. That seems like some good gameplay, and I do think it will be some good gameplay too, since they're not just going to show anything basic, especially when it's the last time they're going to be able to really promote the game, really. I mean, they can release more trailers and stuff throughout the year, but E3 is like when 343 do a lot of their promoting for their games. You know, E3 is a big moment for that, especially for Halo games, so then they can be heavily promoted. You know, that's what E3 is mainly for. So next up, how about we talk about what 343 Industries could release info on in terms of the story. So we haven't seen too much of Halo Infinite's story. In fact, all we've seen is an opening cutscene to the game, which was showed at 2019, and then in 2018 we saw an engine demo, basically just showing off the new tech that's being used to make Halo Infinite, and also just to show off the scenery and stuff. And yeah, so what could we be seeing this year in terms of the story? Well, I think we're going to be getting a pretty good story trailer that does go into somewhat detail about the story. It gives us some info on what's going on, etc. So I do think that it is going to be a very revealing event, E3 this year. I think it will reveal a lot about Halo Infinite. There's going to be a lot to reveal, in fact, since, 343, they've barely revealed any info, about Halo Infinite and what exactly is going on with Cortana and her uprising, and this new Halo ring, and what's happened to everything in general, the UNSC, just everything. And yeah, it'll be cool to learn about that this year at E3. We hopefully will learn quite a lot about what is going to be going on in Halo Infinite's story. And yeah, hopefully we do get a good trailer that does include some gameplay, and hopefully we do get a good release date and more stuff like that, because Halo Infinite at E3 this year, I do think there will be quite a bit of revealing for 343 to do, and I do think they do have quite a lot planned. This isn't going to be some undersold thing. This is going to be pretty well thought out. I think they're going to be showing off quite a lot of things. And yeah, so now last but not least, let's talk about multiplayer beta news. Now, do I think there will be multiplayer beta news at E3 this year for Halo Infinite? Well, yeah, there could be. And I do think there could be, but they're gonna have to do this beta pretty early on, I'd say, because if Halo Infinite is to release around the end of this year, say November, October, December, around them times, so if it's to release around then, the game, when is the multiplayer beta gonna release? So let's say, for example, the game was to release in November, which is what I think will happen. I think it's 100% likely, to be completely honest, that it'll release in November. Right, say for example it was to release in November, I'd say maybe do the multiplayer beta in July or August at the latest, because they're gonna need that info from the multiplayer beta for Halo Infinite, and to do a multiplayer beta so late into development, it just doesn't seem all that productive. But I mean, who knows, maybe during E3, when they're announcing the multiplayer beta for Halo Infinite, they could have some sort of twist and say like, but wait, the Halo Infinite multiplayer beta starts in just a few more days, or just next week, so maybe they could do it in June, because they need to try to do this as early as possible, so then it's not gonna affect really the development time of the game at all. And yeah, hopefully everything's all good with the multiplayer beta and stuff. And so anyways guys, that is the end of today's video. So just to summarize what we've talked about here, so we've talked about gameplay being shown at E3, and I think it will be 100%, because they've got to show gameplay at least once. I mean, they just have to. And since it's the last year of Halo Infinite being promoted at E3, since it is releasing at the end of this year, well, that means that there's definitely 100% going to be gameplay for sure. So there's going to be gameplay at Halo Infinite, sorry guys, at E3. There's going to be gameplay at E3. There's going to be a good story trailer, I think there's going to be a good story trailer. There might be some Halo Infinite multiplayer beta news. So there's going to be quite a lot of stuff, I think, and hopefully I am right with my little predictions there. By the way guys, this is just a predictions video, I'm not saying what's going on at all, but yeah, so I do think that there will be quite a lot of revealing stuff with Halo Infinite E3. I do think it is going to be quite a good event for Halo Infinite especially, so let's all prepare for that. Now anyways guys, once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.